Long before modern borders and written timelines, an empire rose from the heart of the Indian subcontinent, an empire built not only on power, but on purpose. This was the Indian Empire. It stretched across fertile river valleys, dense forests, vast deserts, and towering mountains. Within its lands lived people of many languages, many cultures, and many beliefs. What held them together was not fear alone, but a shared understanding that the empire existed to protect order, justice, and harmony. At its height, the empire was a center of learning and governance. Roads connected distant cities. Trade flowed across regions and beyond borders. Scholars debated philosophy, mathematics, and astronomy, while artisans shaped culture through art and architecture. Power was visible, but wisdom was respected. Yet, like all great empires, its strength was tested. As wealth increased, ambition followed. Some rulers sought expansion without restraint. Others forgot that authority demanded responsibility. The balance between force and fairness began to weaken, and the empire stood at a dangerous crossroads. Then came the moment that would define its legacy. A ruler emerged who understood that conquest alone could not sustain an empire. War had brought victory, but also suffering. In response, a new vision took shape, one that valued justice over domination, unity over division, and moral duty over endless expansion. Laws were carved into stone, not hidden behind palace walls. Officials were held accountable. Different faiths were allowed to coexist. The message was clear. The strength of the empire lay not only in its armies, but in the trust of its people. This idea transformed the empire. Even as time passed and dynasties changed, the core principle endured, that power must serve the people, not rule over them blindly. When threats came from beyond its borders, the empire defended itself. When internal conflicts arose, wisdom was used alongside force. Eventually, like all empires, it faded from dominance. But it did not vanish. Its legacy survived in philosophy, governance, culture, and the idea that a civilization can be powerful without losing its soul. The Indian Empire became more than a chapter in history. It became a reminder that true greatness is not measured by how much land is conquered, but by how deeply values are upheld. And that an empire's greatest promise is not eternal rule, but an enduring legacy of unity, responsibility, and wisdom.